basketball fans, and welcome to New Ipswich. We're here at Mascenic Regional High School. We got the Vikings fans. They got the Vikings hat, and they are going crazy. A big one, a rivalry game. The Mascenic Vikings and the Conant Orioles here on nhsportspage.com. My name is Pete Terrier. Got John Kesty on the other side of the video camera. And what an atmosphere here. We want to thank our sponsors for the night. Hackler Brothers Corporation, general contracting firm located right here in New Ipswich. I want to thank Bob Hackler for doing the support of this game. If you have any kind of construction project, whether it's commercial or residential, contact Bob at Hackler Brothers Corporation. And a great basketball game we have. The Vikings are 9-3, looking to stay near the top of the D3 standings against their rivals from Conant, 12-1 tonight. Although Conant a little short-handed. No Brandon Ford. He's out with an ankle injury for another week. So we'll see if the dynamic duo of Brett Stauffenecker and Damon Gibson and the rest of the Mascenic crew can handle an undermanned Conant team tonight. We'll get you all the highlights, all the play-by-play, the post-game reaction as well with the winning coach and the winning team. And I also want to thank Dutch Stauffenecker and his crew at Lynn Ladder and Vanguard Manufacturing. They built us our perch up there and the scaffolding. We are set up. We got a bird's eye view of the court tonight, and it should be a lot of fun. Enjoy the game. It's Mascenic and Conant on nhsportspage.com. NHIAA Division III boys basketball game between the visiting Conant Orioles and your Mascenic Vikings. We would like to ask everyone to display good sportsmanship towards players and officials tonight, and we'd like to encourage only positive cheering. Another senior, number 5, Chase Palumbo. Stauffenecker shades and throws it in the corner. Now up top into the hands of Ojala. Right hand side, Palumbo is going to fire a 3, and it's in and out. And the rebound to DeGrenier. Up the right side, it's Record. Record swings it left wing, Hodgson for 3. And it's good. And Simeon Hodgson scores the first 3 of the game. It's 3-0 Orioles, minute and a half in. Back the other way, Gibbs right side to DeGrenier. DeGrenier into the lane. DeGrenier feeds Bilodeau. Stolen away, Ojala. Ojala on the attack. Up ahead, Gibson faked on the 3. Lost control, but it went to Ojala. Ojala splits 2 defenders and somehow squeezes it home. 4-3, Mascenic on top. On the drive, it's Palumbo. Finds Warren on the baseline, kicks it back to Palumbo, right side Gibson. Up top, Ojala. Right wing, Stauffenecker. Stauffenecker goes up top to Warren. Now on the left wing, Gibson. Gibson takes the 3. It's good! Damon Gibson stroking the 3, and the Vikings are up early, 7-3 on Conant. Coming up on the midway. Stauffenecker brings it across, throws it left-hand side, Gibson. Gibson, nice pass. Good catch, Warren, and he scores for 2. 9-6 off the feed from Gibson. Vikings back on top by 3. Feeds it in the left corner to Dupuy. Now to DeGrenier left wing. Minute 50 left in the first. Record puts it on the floor. Kicks it. DeGrenier for 3 in the lead. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound though, Niemela. And Niemela throws it to Dupuy. Now up top, Hodgson. He drives and kicks. Record for a corner 3. And it's good. And the Orioles are on top, 11-9. Minute and a half left. Gibson basket missed it. Rebound Ojala. Ojala up ahead Gibson. Right side now to the middle. Left side Stauffenecker. Stauffenecker holding it. Working against Niemela. Stauffenecker gets the pick. Goes the other way to the basket. Contact. Scored in the foul. Tie game 11-all with a chance for a 3-point play. I almost called him Jared Stauffenecker. You knew that was going to happen. Phillips almost walked with it. Got it away to Ojala. Ojala's going to try and bring it across with the dribble. He goes behind his back, down the lane, flips it up, scored in the foul! Roman Ojala with the highlight play. The other way, no good on the shot by Phillips. And Conant with the rebound. Hodgson chases it down on the right sideline. Murphy up top for the three. It's good. Conant takes the lead, 16-15. Nice feed from Record on the baseline up top to Murphy. And now Mascenic turns it over. Stauffenecker lost it. Bounce pass to Hodgson, scores and the foul. Under 4 minutes left in the first half. Left side Murphy. Now on the left wing to Niemela. Niemela up top to Grenier. Grenier puts it on the floor. He kicks. Murphy feeds it up top. Dupuy. Dupuy on the drive to the hoop and scores. The little guy taking it in. 23-16. Kyle Dupuy's first shot on the baseline. Shut off. Throws it up top. To Grenier. Drive and kick. Hodgson for three in the corner. And Simeon Hodgson knocks it down. It's 26. Maybe now they give him the extra point. 26-17. A 9-point lead for the Orioles. And nice shooting foul. They are over the limit, but they don't get free throws out of it. Ojala to Stauffenecker, left-hand side, Werner, nice take. And a little jump hook is good. Cooper Werner. And 26-21 now, a little 4-point run by the Vikings to get back within 5. They're just letting him take that shot if he wants it. Hodgson moving it closer, feeds to Grenier. Grenier between his legs, up top Bilodeau, long jumper. And the big guy says, I got range out here. Sinks the 18-footer, and CJ Bilodeau puts Conant back up on top by 7. It's 28-21. Minute left in the half. Ojala, bounce pass Werner in the corner. Holumbo puts it on the floor, feeds Ojala to the basket, gets it to roll in. Roman Ojala doing a good job driving to the hoop tonight. And it's back to a 5-point deficit, 28-23. Back to a 7-point lead for Conant, 30-23. Bilodeau with back-to-back buckets. Underneath, Holumbo scores. Good pass. I think Gibson fed it to him. 5-point game, 30-25. Final 20. Stauffenecker feeds Ojala. Now on the left-hand wing, Holumbo's going to fire a three and knocks it down. Chase Holumbo makes it a 2-point game. 30-28 opening minute here of the third quarter, and then Conant. Now right side Holumbo. Holumbo dribbles it to the middle. Holumbo another three straight away, and he's got 2 in a row. Chase Holumbo back-to-back threes, and the Vikings are on top, 31-30. Lead after Mascenic scored the first 6 points. Here's Holumbo. He hits another, but that's inside the arc. But Holumbo's 3 buckets here in this half, and it's 34-33. Conant up by 1 on the drive to Grenier. Scored in the foul. Josh de Grenier says, I'm taking it to the basket. Back up to a 3-point Conant lead. Holumbo right baseline. His pass intercepted. It was a bad one. Up ahead to Grenier. De Grenier takes it to the hole and lays it in. Good body control by Josh de Grenier. And it's a 6-point lead again for Conant, 39-33. Puts it on the floor a couple of times. Feeds Raudiola now right side Holumbo. Holumbo has it in the middle with the dribble. Gets it away to Ojala, left side now Stauffenecker. Stauffenecker, crossover dribble, fires the three. And Brett Stauffenecker drains it and cuts the lead in half, 39-36. 2:38 left third quarter. Dupuy puts it on the floor, gets it to the Grenier in the middle. Grenier drives down the left of the lane, kick out. Hodgson drives baseline, cross-court pass. Dupuy, long jumper from 17 feet is good from the right side. And it's a 5-point Conant lead. Now Stauffenecker to the Grenier. Minute 18 left. Conant swinging it around the perimeter. It's Dupuy in the corner. Gets it to the Grenier on the drive. Pump fake. Scored on the foul. Josh de Grenier. Count the hoop. And de Grenier back to the line, trying to make it an 8-point lead for Conant. The Vikings. Gibson back in, has it right side, throws it. Ojala thought about the three, put it on the floor. Now Raudiola. He sticks the 17-footer from the right side. It's a 4-point game. 44-40. It's Conant back the other way to Grenier. Grenier kicks it. Record down the lane, scoops it up, blocked. Raudiola out of bounds, Conant ball. They have possession and a 4-point lead, 44-40. Here's Hodgson, had one. Instead threw it up top to Niemela, now back to Hodgson, had another one. Niemela thought about it from the top. Instead finds Bilodeau on the baseline, and he gets the bounce. CJ Bilodeau, another mid-range jumper, and it's an 8-point lead for Conant, 49-41, 4.5 to play. An offensive rebound, Ojala missed it, got it back, and then coming out of it for Conant is Dupuis. Up to Grenier, lays it in. We got a double-digit lead, 51-41. Conant's on top by 10. By Hodgson, and that's going to do it. Conant will win this game by 10, 58-48. The Orioles improved to 13-1 with 4 games to go in the regular season, keeping their hopes alive for the number 1 seed in Division III. Mascenic drops to 9-4. All right, here we go. All right, we got the Conant Orioles here, victorious over their rivals from Mascenic tonight. What a great atmosphere it always is when these two teams match up. The final 58-48 in our Heckler Brothers Corporation game of the week. Got some of the guys that were instrumental in this one, helping the Conant record improve to 13-1 on the season with just 4 games to go. We got JP Record down there, Simeon Hodgson on my right, and we got CJ Bilodeau to my left and Josh DeGrenier down there. And we'll start with you, Simeon, because you really got this, helped get this team off to a good start in the first half. You scored 11 of your 17 in the first half. You knew coming out that the crowd was going to be into it. They were going to be up. You were a little bit undermanned tonight with no Brandon Ford. But talk about how you guys kind of weathered that emotional storm and ended up being tied at 11 after 1. But you took the lead in the second quarter and we're up by 5 at the half.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a big crowd coming in, but we're used to that. I mean, we've been around big crowds plenty enough. And without Brandon, it was going to be difficult because we don't have another big man. But we knew we had to work through it and just help each other out whenever we could. And
JP, you picked up your 4th foul early in that third quarter. How was it kind of, and then you fouled out after Coach put you in early in the 4th quarter. How was it watching these, games from the bench there? Because I'm sure you want to be out there playing.
It's definitely awful, but it's a learning experience. I'll obviously not foul, but I'm going to learn for it.
I thought they were calling a lot of fouls tonight. I mean, a lot of away from the ball fouls. And CJ, without Brandon, I mean, it's pretty much you on an island down there. Not that they're the biggest team in the world, but it was physical. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that song by Drowning Pool, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. It's a real good hard rock. That was happening tonight. And Kevin Rhines was getting a workout, the AD wiping up the wet spots, and you were a big part of that. Talk about the physical play tonight.
It was very physical. It's always physical against Mascenic. But without Brandon, it was very hard to really control the boards in there. I know at halftime we had like 1 offensive rebound. They were killing us. But I'm excited for Brandon to come back. It's definitely going to be a big boost on the offense and defensive rebounds. Came away with the win. It's good to beat them. We shut it down.
Josh, let's talk about you. Simeon had 11 of his 17 in the first half. You had 12 of your 17 in the second half, and it seemed like every time they'd go down and make a big shot, you would answer on a drive to the hoop, and a lot of and-one opportunities for you tonight.
Yeah, that's what's so special about our teams. It doesn't have to be me or Simeon or Brandon scoring. We have so many different weapons, and I think that's really going to help us when it comes playoff time.
Have you looked at the schedule? I mean, sometimes you guys take it so one game at a time, you don't know who's next up on the schedule, but who's next up on the schedule?
I'm not sure. I think
Monadnock, I believe.
Who played us tough last time, so that's going to be another good game.
It's going to be good to be there. I was sick that day.
Yeah.
And I heard it was a tough game, so it'll be good to be there and help the boys out as much as I could.
All right, the Conant Orioles kind of ruined the party here for the Vikings, but good game, 58-48. The Orioles are 13-1. Coach Saucier here after his team fights their way to a 10-point victory, 58-48 against the Mascenic Vikings. And you know that when you play this team, it's going to be a war out there.
Oh, it's going to be a war. It always is. It's a huge rivalry. I mean, you can see the stands were packed tonight. I'm just glad we were able to come in. We didn't play our best game defensively tonight, but somehow we fought through it. We got the win, and, I'll take it.
We were talking to the guys afterwards, and I just really felt that in the second half, Josh DeGrenier kind of like took it upon himself to answer the call. When they would go down there and score a big bucket, he would take it to the hole and get fouled and won opportunities. I just thought he really stepped up as a senior should.
Yeah, I think he did. I think everybody did in the second half. I thought we did a good job all night of, spreading them out, getting to the basket. We shot a lot of free throws, made a lot of free throws, so that's what we have to do. We can't always rely on the jump shot, so attack the basket. But, like I said, defensively, I'm a little disappointed tonight, and we got to get better.
What didn't you like about your defense? Because you held their big two, Stauffenegger and Gibson, to a combined 13 points in the game. So you got to be. I know that Gibson was. I found out afterwards it was like a hip injury. He kept coming in and out of the game in the second half. But you held those guys to 13. What didn't you like?
I didn't like. We were undisciplined. Tonight we weren't touching screens. We usually meet guys off screens. They were able to come off. Like a couple times, Brett came off, Damon came off. We're able to hit threes. We can't have that. You can't have any letdowns. You have to play 32 minutes. It's a grind for these kids in practice. We work them so hard. Games should be fun, and games is where you put it out on the other teams. They go against each other so hard in practice. I just don't like it when our energy isn't where it needs to be.
I think one of the guys that always has a lot of energy for you, and I think he's kind of the heart and soul of your team, and he really had to shoulder a lot of the load. I'm talking about CJ Bilodeau with no Brandon Ford tonight. Talk about what it's like coaching him and what he means to this team.
CJ's a kid everybody would love to have. He works his tail off every single day. He doesn't have the best knees right now. He's a catcher. He's going to Plymouth to play baseball. But he'll give you everything he has every single night, and he'll do whatever he needs to do for the team to win. And you can't teach that. He has so much heart, and we'll miss having him next year. So we're hoping we can get him what he needs this year.
Coming down to the end of the season, you got 4 games left. You're 13-1. I think everybody thinks that, you guys, Pelham, Winnisquam, all fighting for that number 1 seed. How important is it to get the number 1 seed, or is it mostly important to be in that top 4 so you have 2 home games? Because people don't want to come into the Pratt and play in the playoffs.
Seeding doesn't matter as long as you get a top 4. You got to beat everybody to get to where you want to go. So we take it game by game. It doesn't matter. Right now I'm just concentrating on us and trying to figure out how we can play 32 minutes.
All right, Coach. Well, we really appreciate covering your team, and we appreciate the support that you give to the website as well. So thank you very much for that.
I can't thank you enough for what you do for all the kids in the state and my guys. We appreciate it a lot. So thanks again.
All right, Coach Sauce here, another victory tonight.